Welcome to Cloud Training for Enthusiasts. It's another awesome time. And yesterday we talked about security, how to secure your instances by putting in a private VM, and how to access those private VM using a basting host. We talked about VPN yesterday, VPC. We talked about so many things. We mentioned load balancer, security group, auto scaling. They were all more of explanation and exposing the details about it. But today we are going to do the lab of it, and all our colleagues are going to be sharing their screen and practicing what we talked about yesterday. So having said that, today we are going to start with SSH agent, how to do a key agent, how to make your terminal an agent, so that you can use that agent to SSH from public basting host to your private basting host. So these are the simple processes. You are going to create 4 instances or 3 as the case may be. But the first one is going to have a public IP address, which is going to be a public application, a public VM. Then you are going to create a key agent in your terminal. The key agent is not in your public VM. The key agent is actually in your terminal. Your terminal, I mean that session you created, that your Linux session that you created. That's where you make your agent. And when you're able to attach your agent to that your terminal, then you cannot SSH into one private public, from that public and SSH to others. So it's that simple. You had your public key to the session, not to the VM, because some people always think that the public IP, you are adding it to the VM. You're not adding it to the VM, you're adding it to the session. So having said this, let's move. So who is sharing our screen first? The first person sharing our screen today is no other person but we, followed by Lollipop. Oh, is it Lollipop we said? Who is going to follow after I say we? So I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. Have you started?
No, I have not started sharing my screen yet.
Okay, please go ahead. Let me enable you to share your screen. So I say we are going to take the first lead, followed by Toby. Toby will do load balancing, how to load balance. Then since we have Lollipop, we talked about auto scaling, and everybody will just keep flowing like that. Please share your screen on, because in between I can say stop, your other person should share. So it's going to be a quick thing.
So I just want to make sure, what do you want me to do first? So the
I'm going to create, this is how you're going to do it to make it easy for you. The first thing you do is to create a public VM. Create a VM and let it be in your public subnet. Remember, we created 2 subnets that day. They are still in your system, Che?
Yeah, they should be.
Okay. Then create a VM, one VM, put it in your public subnet, one VM. Then after you've done that, you now create 3 VMs at once, and make sure that those 3 VMs are in your private subnet. Then you now from your public subnet SSH into your private subnet. As simple as that. So, oh yeah, let's go. Your time starts now.
Just give me 1 minute. Okay, nice.
Hurry up. Why are you creating VPC again now? You're not creating any VPC. You're creating instance. You already have the VPC now, don't you?
Okay, I just went, okay. Because most of those ones.
Go to, unless you've not deleted those VPC now, have you? No.
I think I
I
think
didn't ask. You deleted it.
I can check. Let's go to
You
instance.
already have one instance running. Is that instance a public instance?
No, I don't think so.
Let me see.
I
Okay, you
want-
already have one public instance running. Is that public instance in the VPC we created or in a
No,
different?
it was a different one I was using to learn. So that's why I wanted to just quickly create a VPC then. I don't know.
Okay, you keep creating your own. $, share your screen. Take over from here. Quick. I say we continue to create and catch up with us.
So I should stop sharing.
Yeah, stop sharing. Please. I say we please continue because you are going to catch up with us. I want everybody to be live on this class. Everybody, please. Who again? I say we. $, let's go straight to your instances. First of all, create one public, separately. Then when you are creating your private, just make it 3. Make sure that those 3 private are in your subnet, your private subnet. But if you have created any public subnet, public before, no need. Go to your AWS. Let's hurry up. There's no time. Today we are going to maximize our time. I say I will call on you soon. Please continue. Oh, you've already created it before. Okay, good. Let's see the instances. Go back. Let's be sure. Okay, where's your private instance? Okay, those are your private instances. Where's your public instance? It's your public instance. Beautiful. So, first of all, create an SSH agent. Go to your terminal. Have you created an SSH agent here already? Huh? To have your SSH agent, to know if you have SSH agent, so you're like SSH-add, write it, SSH-add, no, in lowercase, -add, then space -l, so there's no SSH here already. Okay, yes, enter. Oh yeah, enter. Okay, that means you say it's asking you to use sudo. It's asking you to use could not connect to why? Could not connect to, could not open connection to your authentication agent. Why? Just type SSH -agent. No, together. Enter. Okay, you already have an agent already. It is this key agent that you have here. Okay, wait. This key. This is your agent PID. You already have SSH agent. Add this one to it.
It's okay. What's going on? Stop. It's okay.
You're having error. Are you having error? Let me just search your error. Let me see the error you have. Unable to, could not open connection, Abby. That's your error. Let me see. What what's causing that? Let me pause it.
It was very insightful.
Okay, now the what we just succeeded in doing is that the SSH key, we're trying to use K, and K is for keychain, and we don't have keychain in Ubuntu. Keychain is actually associated with MacBook, maybe because I use MacBook most times. But now we are using Ubuntu, so you don't need to put K. You don't need to add it to the keychain. So if you say SSH add the private key, what it does is that it goes to where you save all your private key, where you save your known private key, and save it there. So immediately you save it there, so you don't need to be calling that private key anytime you want to work again. But make sure that you are in the working environment or where that key is, or you are in the place. Sometimes you don't even need to put that quotation mark. You can just put it directly. But since it has been added, just say -L. You can see it's there, Abi. It's telling you the two keys that is added there. Your basting host VM key is there. So what you just do now, that your instance, SSH into the instance, but don't use, say SSH and -A. -A, capital letter A, capital letter A.
But why is that?
So what you are telling the instance is that as you are launching into this VM, copy the private IP that is in my system, and copy it into this VM private key.
So she's the public one, right?
Yes, the public IP. -A, you must put the user, which is Ubuntu.
Okay, gotcha.
Do it now.
I'm doing it on my notepad. I'm coming. I'll paste it now.
Yeah. Enter.
Just just give me a minute, please. Oh.
So you're already inside the instance. Because you're already inside the instance, if you type that SSH
sorry, Patrick. Sorry to take you back, please. I'm sorry. You know, you explained the difference between the -a and caps A. Like, is it possible you explain again?
You don't use -A. -A
Okay.
is all. -cap A, -cap A is agent. You are saying SSH into the server using the agent, my key agent.
Okay, gotcha.
So see, even if you didn't put that A, it will still SSH into it. The reason why you are calling that agent, you are saying copy the private IP that I'm using to SSH into this server. As you are entering into this server, copy the private key and put it inside this server.
Okay.
So if you go to just put go to cd.ssh inside the server that you are in now. Do it. SSH. Enter. CLS. You see the agent key that you copied just now. You see it's already inside here. You understand? It's already inside the authorized key. So if you do now, see if you want to SSH into another server, copy it, go to any private server now.
Okay.
Copy the public IP, the private IP, because the server will not have, you only have private IP. You want to go and see the private IP there.
This is it, right?
No, it's
you
saying yes. Just copy it or just click that button.
Okay.
You copy. Then you'll say SSH -A.
Minus caps A, right?
And then Ubuntu.
Okay.
At the public IP address, the private IP address, enter. Because they are in, yes, because they are in the same VPC, you'll be able to SSH into it.
Oh,
See,
sorry,
you're
my bad.
already inside.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
the same way, if you want to enter another server again, still do it. Copy the other one.
Okay.
Is that another one?
Yes, that's another one.
The same way, SSH.
Okay.
Meanwhile, all your if you run this key anywhere that is not in your server, it may not work. But because you are in this session carries that agent key.
Okay. Okay. So okay, got it. So the way we normally used to have like different servers in normal POT, right? So we're just going from one server to the other, but with our
Beautiful with your agent key. Put at the private IP. Enter. Yes. Yeah, in another server.
Okay, got it.
So do one thing. Do one thing. Say apt update.
Pardon me?
Apt update.
Okay, apt update, right? Is that what you say? Should I do sudo? No.
No, you don't need to put sudo. Just apt
Okay.
update. Update.
No install.
No.
Okay.
Enter.
Update. Okay.
What did he tell you?
Permission denied.
Okay, sudo apt update.
Okay, let me just. Okay, it's going now.
You know why it's able to update? You will
because
ask
of
yourself,
the agents.
No, you ask yourself, this is a private network. That private network is not supposed to have internet.
Yeah.
But it's updating.
Yeah.
You know why it's able to update?
Because of the public, the public is giving it internet.
Because you have a NAT gateway.
Okay.
And that NAT gateway is able to connect to the internet. You understand me? Because you have a NAT gateway, and that NAT gateway was attached to the subnet that we created. You understand? What did he say? It's failed to
download. I'm just sorry. I'm just curious. We didn't have a NAT. I totally destroyed the one we did though. I didn't put any NAT gateway. I didn't put any.
When you created that subnet, we attached a NAT gateway to the subnet. Shay?
I didn't create any NAT gateway. I only created a security group and the key
when we're
pair.
creating that VPC, when we're creating the VPC,
I destroyed that other one.
You destroyed all the VPC we created?
Yes, I destroyed, yeah.
Why?
No, sorry, I didn't destroy. Okay, got it. Sorry, yeah, that's true.
Did you destroy the VPC?
No, I didn't destroy. So it's actually connecting with that VPC I created. Okay.
Now the challenge is telling you now is that it's telling you that despite you're able to SSH into it, the security group you attach to this VM is not open to port 80.
How?
So you are going to go to that VM and attach a security group to it.
But we attach a security group to it called.
Look at the security group attached to it. Look at it.
So, I mean, if you can see it faster before me.
Go to where the security group, go to security group and click security group. Of that VM, click the VM. So,
okay, so this is the VM. Is always somewhere in the info.
So find security group, no hard.
Yeah, I mean, like, I beg if you find out, please.
Click the instance, open the instance, click the instance.
So this is the instance, this is the details. So this is the instance, this is instance 3. Okay,
security. You also have port 80.
See, it does because I created 3.
Okay. Okay, the security has support 80. Go to that instance. Which subnet is in private subnet? Which subnet it is? Go up. Let's see the subnet that it is in. Go to this network. Go to networking.
Networking. Okay.
Which subnet? Public subnet. Not see you. Just see you. I said put this instance in a private subnet. You're putting in a public subnet.
See, Patrick, you told us to do that time was just create one public instance. We didn't even talk about attaching all this to a private subnet or a public subnet.
Today, I said create one instance in your public subnet and create 3 instances in your private subnet. I think, Toby, that was what I said, Abby.
Okay, sorry, I think I
Yes.
missed that. I think I missed that because I came late,
Okay.
number one.
Okay,
Okay,
I
let somebody
understand,
take over,
I
please.
understand. No, I understand clearly. I understand what you did, and you are not doing badly. You did well. Are you getting me? But I wanted us to test that NAT gateway. So we will not be able to ascertain the NAT gateway if it's working or not with this configuration.
It's
Because
denied.
why? Because why? You are in your private subnet. So if your instance is denied, who is having denying instance?
Okay, so I have been able to log into the public with the authorized, so my basking node is on, but I cannot SSH from my basking nodes to those privates. It's denying them.
Did you add the agent when you were SSHing to it?
Of course I did. SSH minus capital A, then Ubuntu at the private IP.
Let's have it. Excuse me.
Sure.
Dollar, you did well. Congratulations, and you did well. Let's work it off from here. Let's see what Toby has. Toby, please share your screen. Yeah.
Okay. This is my screen.
Okay.
So if we go back,
where's your first instance or first?
good. This
Start
is my
from the
first
beginning.
instance. From here, this is
Start
my
from the
first
beginning.
instance.
Start from the beginning.
I'm in my instance, except you want me to exit.
Exit from your instance.
Okay. I'm back home now.
Okay.
So
were you able to add your key agent to your stuff? Have you been able to?
Yes, I have added my key agent.
Okay, let's see your key agent. SSH. Add. Minus L.
Right?
Yeah, small letter. Okay. Is that the key agent that you have? Where is the key agent that you have? I can't see the key agent here. So that's the issue. Where's your key agent? Where is the one you created? Yes, it's the one, the PEM key. Is that the PEM key? Toba public key.pem. Hello? Hello, Toby, are you with us? Hello, Toby.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you reshare your screen again?
Yes, I sure will.
Is that,
can you see my screen?
Is that the PEM key you created?
Yes, this is the PEM key I created. Right?
And you use the same PEM key to create all the instances you created?
I used the same, no. I created one PEM key for public, and I created one PEM key for the 3 privates.
No, you are supposed to use the same PEM key for all of them.
So how possible is that? I'm just curious.
When you want to create another PEM key, when you want to create your instance, it will ask you, do you want to use an existing PEM key? You say yes.
Okay, or you create it. Oh, now I get it. So all of this instance, these 3, if you look at my screen, these 3 private has same PEM key, but this public has a different PEM key.
So imagine how you will not be able to access this unless you had this PEM key from this private as your agent in your environment. But if you do that, you will not be able to. You may be able to access to public and the private. So that means you are going to have 2 agent key added to your environment.
Oh, So should I do that as
Do
an
that.
instance, or I should
Yes, do that.
terminate this?
Just do that.
let's
But
try
the
to do
best
that.
way is actually to terminate everything. So you can add
Okay.
that PEM key you have. Let's try it. Let's experiment it. No need. Experiment it. This is DevOps, man. We are in a DevOps class, for crying out loud. We experiment everything. Experiment everything. But
Okay.
interesting.
That's the case. So
can you see the importance of
first,
using the Linux now? You know, you are not
yes.
even feeling that you are in server now. Do you know that?
No, I'm not.
You're not feeling like you're even working server. You're feeling as if you're working in a local system. This is the experience I want us to have. So add that PEM key to agent.
So even the PEM key now, I'm not sure that I'm coming. Let me see. Okay, this is my private. It's in my download. Okay, 1 minute. Let me be sure that I have it in my download.
And after this training, you guys are going to do certification training on AWS cloud practitioner, all of you, because there are some things that you need to know the grammar and the right word for. No, I'm using colloquialism. I'm trying to make it so simple for all of us. But with this training, if you do that certification, it will give you more edge. You understand? And they will not be new to you, but just for you to know the right word and the right terms, so that you won't be using some colloquialism. But because of your experience of this training, you should be able to explain anything in details. So carry this your PEM key and add it to your environment, your working environment, add it to your agent, then you can use it to SSH into everything. Okay, where's SAWE? SAWE, are you still there?
I'm sorry, I think I have to recreate it because I can't find it in my downloads. But let me
please recreate it. SAWE has run away. I'm calling her right away. Can somebody call her? Let her come to the class. Okay. Even as Toby is doing that, but we have succeeded in establishing that that connection from a passing host to a private network, a private instance. What we're trying to do is to test our networking settings if they are working well, which they are supposed to work well. So now let's do another thing. Number one is sorted. Toby, as you are trying to get around with that, keep doing that. Number two, let's go to load balancer. Mr. Edward, is your system with you? Mr. Demola, are you there?
I'm here, boss.
Please, can you share your screen?
Mr. Patrick, I'm just following. Let me just continue to follow like this. I know I'm way behind. So
and that is the funny part. You'll be surprised. You may think you are way behind, but by the time you share your screen and we will lead us, you see that you're not really that way behind. But you have to just give that try. Just give that push.
I know, because half of the terminals, I don't even know anything about the terminals that everybody has been doing, right? So that's why I said I'm way behind.
Okay, please, we are going to have a session 1-on-1. I know you joined last week. You and I, please, this week, let's clear it. Dolakbo, sorry, we are back to you. Who again? We have Lekon. Lekon, you are there. Oh yeah, share your screen right away. Mr. Lekon, are you there?
Just to double check, we are not going to give the private instance a public IP, correct?
No. I'm not going to give the private instance. They are private instance. I'm not supposed to have any access to the public in any form.
Just to check that. Thank you.
Nikon, are you there? Ha, this guy is cutting network. Okay, good. Nikon is sharing. Is this Nikon? I started sharing. Good. Ah, yeah. Okay, good. And Nikon is having some network issues. Okay, let's have Dolapo, I have to come back to you. Those instances you created,
Okay.
these are the. I hope you've not deleted them.
No, I've not destroyed them yet.
Okay, share your screen again. We're having Mr.
He said
Edward.
he's here. He said he's here. I think he's chatting. I think he has problem with his mic. I can't unmute myself. Okay. Maybe you should share his screen so you can. Patrick.
I'm going to try to unmute. Okay, share your screen. Share your screen then. Mr. Leko, if you can hear, share your screen. I'm trying to unmute you. So this is what, if you can see if you can hear me, I'm going to share a screen on the process you're going to follow through. First of all, you're going to create an Nginx server. Then after creating that Nginx server, you customize it. You call it, you enter inside the Nginx server, enter the var dot Nginx www/html folder file index.html. And then the next thing you're going to do,
Patrick, are you sharing your screen?
I'm not sure. Let me share my screen.
Okay.
This is the task
Okay.
that you guys are going to do now. Those instances you created, delete all the private instances. We are going to do auto load balancer now. Load balancer lab. These are the steps. The step is, first of all, the first number one, you're going to create an Nginx server. You know what I mean by create an Nginx server? You have to create the Nginx server and make sure that you are able to view it from the public using that means this Nginx server is going to be in your public instance. Let's say you're a Bastion host. The second thing is that you're going to start. You know what I say? Create an Nginx server. That means you must start it now. It must be running. Then two, you enter this environment. You alter this index.html file and call it server one and name it. Number three, rename server one. Those are private instances too. The same thing, both your private instances and and name them server 2, number 2, and 3 and 4 respectively. Number 5, you're going to create a load balancer. That will have access to HTTP, that's port 80. Then we are going to access it through the HTTP to these servers. So we want, by the time you refresh, let it go to server 2, server 3, server 4. At refresh, number 6, 7, refresh to see the different servers. These are the tasks. Remember yesterday when I was talking about load balancer, I said we can send traffic to different servers, Abi, through the internet. Share, that's load. Then I gave instance of so many servers, like you said. That's what we are going to demonstrate today. So I want to demonstrate. I want to create 4 servers. I'm going to attach it to a load balancer. I want to see, by the time we refresh the server, and see how the traffic is being sent to the backend servers. So it's simple. It's a simple task. We can do it. But these are the processes. Make Nginx server. I believe with this I've just said now, all of you should go back to work. You can do it, Nabi. We edit this file and rename it server, and rename server 1, and the private instance, and rename the private instance. Will also have this Nginx installed, but it will be called server 2, server 3, server 4. Then you create a load balancer and run HTTP. So these are the tasks. I'm copying these tasks now, and the processes. I'm putting it. If you're able to do this today, you may not even need to do. Okay. I understand what this guy is passing through. It can be annoying sometimes. At Nicole, you understand. Okay. Let's see if Nicole can share his screen and do this for us. But I can't know. I don't know if he has created now. Have you, Lekon, if you can hear us, have you created these instances? Just respond.
No, not yet. I'll not.
Go ahead. Okay, thank God I can hear you now. Go ahead and create those instances. Everybody create one public instances in your public subnet. Create 3 instances in your private subnet. And Toby, Toby, I've done that already now.
Oh, yes. And I've been able to SSH into all the 3 privates. I've also renamed my server to public 1 and the privates to 234.
Beautiful. So
now
now
I want to go to port 80 now.
Beautiful. Good. That's what I said. Were you able to update those servers?
Oh, no, I have not. I have just finished confirming authenticating that I can SSH into all those privates. Then I'm just renaming them before I start updating the servers.
In our next class, next week, Saturday, Toby, I'm going to make sure that all your team members know this thing. Starting from Ademola to Sheriff. Oh, I don't know, Sheriff is in Dollar Boss group. And every other person that I know here, including Sewe and Princeway. Because this part is the most interesting part. If you can master this, we don't know I finish. Oh, Toby, share your screen. Dollar be ready to share your screen. Dollar hope you have all those things too. So both of you are going to be inter-switching.
Okay, sorry, just a minute before we continue. So I should destroy those ones I have right now, right? And
destroy those private instances, yes, and create a fresh private instances. The same SSH queue, yeah, and make sure that they have that NAT gateway attached to it.
Okay.
So you notice that when we were able to SSH from the public to the private, from private to private, from private to private,
yeah,
because they are all in the same VPC. So the in-house, the acceptor, the one you use the instance that give you that capacity to enter those SSH, where the public one, Abi, that's what makes it a backstream host.
Okay. So should I just create just one private?
Create 3 privates, because so I want us to do this load balancing test.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Okay, let's have Toby share your screen. And this step I just shared, Lakon, also be ready to do all these things I mentioned. I shared some processes now. I can't find the process I shared. What's happening now? Is anybody eating what I'm sharing?
Is in the chat.
Are you sure they are here? Okay, beautiful. So follow these processes. You know how to create Nginx server now. You update the server. After updating, you update the server. Then after you update the server, you install Nginx. You start the service. Start the service. Oh, okay, yes. But for autoscaler, we're going to use different process. Autoscaler, I'll tell you what to do in autoscaler. Autoscaler, you don't need to create different instances. You only create one instances. I use that instance for this template to autoscale. Okay, let's have it. Let's have what you have. Is this your first instance? Toby?
I'm trying to go from one of the privates back to the main instance.
Then you have to use the private IP. Don't use the public IP.
Okay,
the instance, the instance will not listen to you.
Okay.
You have to use the private IP of that instance, yes.
Got that. Thank you. So yes. Just to reiterate, when you're in a private instance, you can only connect to the private instance. You can use private IPs to connect, public instance to connect, correct?
Yes.
Okay, just to get that.
So when you are in a private instance, you'll be playing around within a private. You can also make your own office network to be private. We call that intranet. You bind the VPC of your own premise with the VPC of the cloud, which is the VPC you are using. There's a provision for it. When you've done that, you can now be connecting from local to local. Just be enjoying yourself. So please, I want to give you 3 minutes. This thing should not take more than up to 10 minutes. You know, I told you how to get into that install and everything. So,
sorry, Patrick, before we continue, please, or why the 3 minutes elapsed? Please, how will I know if
if what?
Sorry, Patrick, I think I'm confused already.
Are you please don't be. Tell me where you missed it.
Okay. So when I try to create a new instance, right, and I try to select an existing security group, my existing security group is going into is picking the public subnets, not the private subnets. Like, is
I
that
didn't
what
get you. Say it again. Say it again.
Okay, never mind.
No, say it again, please. Say it
I
again.
got it.
I mind.
So
I mind you. See, don't
I've
service
gotten so I
service
didn't know that.
engineer
Okay.
start, not
Okay.
service start. Continue, please. Say what you want to say.
Okay, so I didn't know that by default, by that a bit. Sorry, I'm just distracted.
Because you did not use the sudo command. That's why it's telling you to put the password. Control X.
I got that.
Continue. Dollar for you pay. Oh, this is not free. Oh. You
I'm
paid for
good.
this.
I
Don't
know
be
it's
good.
not
Don't
free.
good. Tell
I
me.
figured it out. Okay, so by default,
That's not
right?
start. Oh. Okay. Continue.
So by default, right? When I'm trying to create an instance, and it just randomly picked um the public subnets.
Subnet.
So like I was just trying to wonder why it's picking public subnets.
You can change the subnet. You can
Yes, I did
define.
already. I did.
So,
Thank you.
and you're welcome. So copy the public IP and go and see if the instance is actually running.
Are you speaking to me?
Yes, Toby.
Okay.
You have already started the instance. I can see you already started the Nginx.
I've
Go
started
to
it.
go to the public. Let's see if we can access it.
Public, how do I do that?
Go to your website, copy the public IP address and go to a normal browser.
I got that.
The difference between a server and your local system is that a server, you can access it to it serve people. It's like a computer that is designed to give people resources. So how would you do that? Through the public IP or through the DNS? You understand me? While your local system is only on your own system.
Yeah.
You understand me? So that's the difference between a server and your local system. So the same configuration, same speed, same thing works. So don't be thinking like it's a big deal. Server, hey, rather the configure server. Go to open any fresh browser, copy the public IP address and paste there. If port 80 is enabled, you should be able to see it live. Copy the public IP address and paste it in this URL. Toby.
Oh, I'm not. Okay, got that.
Paste it in this URL. Paste it in that URL.
Yes, please.
Have you done it?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can't see you paste it there now. It's not HTTPS. Who give you HTTPS now? You are using HTTP. It's not HTTPS. Remove all those HTTPS.
I think there's a lag. Oh.
Yes, there's a lag. The network.
I didn't put any. Oh, I think there's a lag. There's a lag.
Enter.
So
Enter.
it's connected now, if you can see. It's connected now. There's a lag.
There's a lag. Oh, it's connected now. Okay, beautiful. So go to this file. Just edit. Welcome to that. Just say welcome to server 1. Don't say welcome. Remove that Nginx that is there. Welcome to server 1. Then you go to those private instances. It's put welcome to server 2, welcome to server 3, welcome to server 4. Now, those private instances will not be able to be accessed through the internet because it does not have a public IP. But with the help of our load balancer, I want to send a load balancer to send traffic to all of them. So that's our work today. So configure server 2, server 3, server 4 using the same process. So I'm waiting for you.
Sorry. Sir Patrick, like the drill is what? Make Nginx public install, okay? Okay.
I want to go and take some water to drink. In case you didn't hear my voice. Just move on. This is a playground. You know, this is a playground. You know, this is not a regular lab. We call it a playground, Abby. Yeah?
But yes, Patrick, really. I mean, I don't understand the next task.
The next task is that SSH into the remaining servers.
Okay.
Install Nginx in all the servers.
On them. Okay, fine.
But in this server that you have now, Nginx1, enter that where that index.html file is.
How do I enter into that?
CD var.
Good. Oh, I saw that. Okay. CD var.
No, not that. Remove, put / first before you put that var.
Okay.
/ var. No, not var, not Valentine. VAR.
Yeah.
If you put CD and do this, it will not work for you. It will not work because you're already pointing to the file. Okay, say CD var. No, let's take it one after the other. Say CD var. No, that is a file. Remove that index. Delete the index. Oh, yes. Press enter.
Good.
There's no file. Remove that Nginx. Okay, say CD. I told you, you have to put / first before / var. Then, is there any Nginx there? You know if there's Nginx, delete. Then put N, put tab.
It's not working.
Put G, put tab.
Nothing.
Okay, delete it. It's / put www, let's see.
Okay.
Put / tab.
Okay.
Tab now, tab. Is there?
Yeah, I put tab and
okay.
it gives me
Okay,
a
it's
directory.
there. Then put HTML.
Yeah.
Enter. There's a file here called index.html. Edit that file. Remove that. Okay. Welcome to Nginx. Say welcome to server 1.
Okay.
You see the Linux training we did. You can see it's coming to work now, B.
Yeah.
You can see where welcome to Nginx. Delete that Nginx. Put welcome to server 1. Then you save it. Save it.
I think I need to get something that I have just done. 1 minute. Got it right now.
When you save, you run it, you restart the server. You restart the service. You restart the service, sorry. When you save, restart the service.
One minute.
What do you do?
I'm trying to save for the minute.
Because you did not run it as sudo command. We are using your Roman stuff. So you have to quit.
Come on, I need to just unsave this one. I'll quit this. Then it's not even quitting. So I'll quit it forcefully.
Just quit.
Yeah, I quit forcefully. So I'll do it again. So control. Okay, 1 minute. Quit. Sorry, I'm just mastering my insert. So 1, then escape. Quit and save. It's not responding. Okay, I'll do that again. Quit.
You know why it's not responding? Did you use sudo command to vim into it?
No, I didn't use sudo command to vim into it.
It do not work now because that file is a server file. It's a root user file. You need to use this your root permission to be able to write or edit.
Okay, I'll do that again now.
Do that. Let's hurry up. Okay, I'm going to pause this. I'm going to come back when you are done with all this things so that this lab will not be too long.
I got that.
I'm going to pause recording. To be able to use a load balancer, you must have your subnet in two or three availability zones. So they have succeeded in creating a subnet for 3 availability zones now, and all of them are private subnet. So you need to now add a resources, an instance to those private subnets in those availability zones. You need to create instance to those availability zones. Create a load balancer. I'm surprised they're using a capital uppercase. You're supposed to use a lowercase or true.
Okay.
Can you see if you check now, see that you now have so many availability zones.
Isn't private, right?
Yes, private, all private, and private. They're all, these ones are only just having one private instead. Then associate that security group.
Let me use default.
Remove the default. Create.
Target group.
You don't have a target group. Create a target group.
Target group. Okay.
Yeah, I told you what's a target group, Abby.
That's what I do.
Under load balancer.
Under load balancer. Stand for Miss Load Balancer. Okay, so should I create, I can create a new one, right? Patrick? Instant, right?
I think we lost Patrick.
Okay.
Seems like I'm the host now.
Mhm.
Okay.
It will just wait for him.
Sure.
Okay, continue. Have you done it?
Okay, so it's asked me, I'm picking instance, right? As you mentioned, DevOps, port 80, VPC, the same one. Is this one okay?
Yes, it's okay.
I'll check, then I can create, right? Or do I need to check
Yeah.
advanced?
Have you added those instances? Scroll up. Specify group. Instances, yes. IP address, no. Instances, continue.
Okay.
Go to, have you added any instance?
No, it didn't ask me
Okay.
to add an instance.
Go down, go down, go down. Next.
Then
Now,
I'll add it, right? Mhm.
these are the instances you have. Add all of them.
Okay. Okay. So
Select all of them.
wait, guy. I can't find. There's another one missing. There's a private 4. That one that has a different. It has a different subnet because all these ones are
Or
in
you
group zones. All these ones are in group 1A.
scroll up.
Nothing.
Did you create it? Are you sure you created it?
I created it. Patrick.
Okay, don't worry. Go to, if they are not there, go to that first target group. Click target group.
Target.
No, at the front, on top,
This
after
one, yeah.
no, go up, go up. You see
This
target
one.
group there. Yes, click.
This one. Okay.
I think you need to specify. Touch that target group you create. Open it.
This one is the old one, no. Not today's one.
Create a new target group.
Okay, that's what we're creating. They said I should go back. Okay. So this is its instance, right?
It's a place where you specify the zone.
Okay, and I clicked VPC, HTTP1. This as default, and I just did next.
Okay.
And we are here.
Those instances you created, I think they are not yet live. Select these ones first.
But all these ones are just in group 1.
Or select them.
Okay. Okay.
All of them. Select all of them.
Okay.
Then include in pending. Yes. Click. Scroll down to the other side. So these instances are running and they are okay. So create target group.
Okay.
Okay. Now that load balancer you created just now, attach it to
Okay.
this target group.
Okay. Sorry, Patrick.
You can see that it's only 4 instances that is running. That's why.
Oh, I thought we created it now. I mean, picked. Okay. So I should just refresh it.
Yes. See.
Refresh
If
here.
no. See. Yes.
Security group.
Click.
So this is security group.
Not security group.
What's the
Target group.
target group? Yeah. Refresh.
Refresh.
Refresh
Select.
here.
Select.
Okay.
Beautiful. Then create.
See, Patrick, because see, we created this one. So where is this one?
You
Is it because
created.
it's
You
not
created
yet
the user. You created
the
a
subnet?
subnet. You
Okay,
did not create
gotcha.
instance on top.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Then I should create my load balance, right?
Yes.
Okay.
take the URL of the load balancer, and refresh, start refreshing. Copy the URL. It's going to take some time to create.
Where's the URL? I should view load balancer.
Go to the load balancer. Yeah, view load balancer.
Okay. This DNS,
go down,
right?
You see the DNS. Copy the DNS.
Okay, copied.
Paste it in yes, paste it.
Just a minute, my tab is slow.
Have you pasted it?
No, it's slow. Just please bear with me. If
you paste it, you realize that the two servers that you created, that you configured well, will be showing server 1 and server 2.
I'm just having difficulties.
Enter. Refresh. It will take some time to load, to propagate. To propagate fully, you're going to be having, it's still loading. That means it's still creating. Go and check if it's open, if it's ready.
It's still provisioning. No, it's still provisioning.
So when it's ready, those two instances you created, you name them server 1 and server 2.
It's still provisioning.
It's going to take some time.
Okay.
So most times when all those, if you have a load, so many people accessing your server, you don't want them to hit your server will be offline. This is what they do. But this is old now.
Okay.
What they do is actually they create one server, they replicate the image, put it into a load balancer, so that as one server goes off, the other one peaks, nobody will notice it. You understand me? Do you know why I say we should do server 1, server 2, server 3, so that we can see the demonstration? But in a production environment, there's not like server 1, server 2, server 3. It's going to be one application spread across all of them. So as you are working like this, maybe you refresh your system. Anytime you refresh your system, you're not actually connected to the same pod, because what we are using now is Kubernetes. You are actually connecting to another server. Is it open now?
Yes, it's active now.
Okay. Go to the URL. Refresh. So you are supposed to see the server here. So what he's doing is doing the health check. Those servers that are not working, if you remove it, if you refresh again,
Okay.
refresh. Refresh. To make it easier, let's just go to our server, our target group. Remove those servers that does not have the application installed.
Okay.
Go to your server, your target group.
Target group.
You can see 2 is healthy, 2 is not healthy. Train it. Deregister it. You see deregister.
Okay.
Then refresh now.
So at what point is it the server is not fit?
Because you actually told the server to test if there's an application inside. What the server did is that it tested and noticed that
because I've
it's
not
only
installed
2
any
that was installed.
Okay, gotcha.
So you can also actually tell the server the application to go to a particular part and test those parts. I don't know. We are supposed to be displaying things here now. So go to your HTTPS again. Go to your target group. On healthy. Two is healthy, Abi. Go to okay, 2 is healthy and 2 is draining. Refresh this page. We're going to take time to drain though. After I finish draining, it's going to leave only that 2 server. And you should be able to connect to it through the DNS of the load balancer. Try it again. Try connecting to it again. Go to the DNS.
It's still draining.
It's still draining. So if the ants tell you a server is not connecting to the upper, what do? You say A, drain, 2, remove, C. So you know the right word is draining. Understand? Yeah. So refresh.
Still draining.
It's taking time. Toby, any hope from your side?
Oh no, I'm not continuing. I'm just following because it will require me to create subnets again. So I just want to observe so that I can retry it myself at the beginning. I think the error was that I did not specify region. So it means that I would have issues to create new subnets and relaunch new instances in those subnets. So I don't want to go through that. So I just want to observe so that I'm not doing something else. I'm missing the lecture.
Okay, good. Can you refresh again? Let's see. Let's see, taking time to drain. Okay, what you will do here, train all of them. Reload only the one that you think is working.
Sorry. So drain. Okay, no, this.
Refresh again. Let's see. Normally, what you are supposed to see is welcome to Nginx 1 server 2. That's what you are supposed to see, but
Still draining.
train all of them. Deregister all the target.
Okay.
Deregister all the target. Oh. Then create, attach, register, go to create on that security, on that, remove it. Let's not face this one. Just create on that target group. This time, just put only the target group of the ones that are working.
Okay.
The VPC. You see what I was telling you about that? The load balancer will go and check if the server is okay. You understand me? So what he did the first time that the server was okay, the two were okay, 2 were not okay. He removed the 2. This was called the head check, but it seems to be running here. Only the server that you have your application running, you know them. Select only those 2 applications. Server. And to create a target group. Then go to the load to tag direct to that target group.
So should I just the edit? No. So I should do what? How I direct it? The load
The
balancer.
target group is not there now.
Yes.
Click the load balancer.
Okay, this is the load balancer itself. I'm
Click
there
it.
inside. I'm inside.
Scroll down. Scroll down.
Okay.
Have you attached the target group?
Security groups,
No.
attributes.
Scroll. Scroll up. Listening. Yes, click that. Click. Where's the target group? Did you associate any target group to this?
We did. I remember I was doing it, but I don't know why it's not coming anywhere.
Okay. Go to the target group. That one you created now. Associate it to a load balancer. To existing load balancer. To existing
Sorry.
load balancer.
Yeah.
Yes.
So is that all?
Have you associated it?
It just came to this page. That's all.
No, things are not.
Should I go again?
Wait. Create. Just okay. Create a new load balancer.
Okay.
You're supposed to associate it to this load balancer. Just create a new load balancer. Associate that target group. Just say test. Sorry, we are trying to rush things because it's already late. I just want us to see that, have that feeling. Remember, good.
So did you ask me about the target group? No, right?
Don't worry. Create this load balancer. Create it. It's supposed to ask you target group. Target group. You are past the target group. Go up. See target group on there.
Okay. Okay. There's two, right? Yeah.
Yes. It will take some time. View. Then
It's
copy the
publishing.
URL. Copy the URL in DNS. Refresh. Wait till is done. Wait till it is provision. It's still provisioning. It take like 5 minutes to provision.
Okay.
Okay, try it now. See, okay, refresh. Okay, for those of us that were not in class, can we just go back to the target group? So what we did, we created we created a public VM and private VM. We were able to use the public VM to access the private VM using the Bastion host. And we now went to the private VM and installed an Nginx into it. And we reconfigure the Nginx so that we can separate the Nginx 1 and Nginx 2. Then we created a load balancer. Then those two servers we created, we put them in the target group, and we created the load balancer to listen to HTTPS. And what we did, we now use the DNS of the load balancer to access the VM. And can we go back to the access? Go to the DNS of the load balancer. And when you refresh, you understand? It goes to private. You refresh again, refresh, keep refreshing until it changes the server. Refresh, keep refreshing, keep refreshing, keep refreshing. Okay. I was going to see the second server. Refresh. Is it the network that is causing it? Sometimes it happens because we did not. We only just say send traffic. We can reconfigure the sending of traffic. We send traffic to the second VM. Enter. So you and I can be going to one DNS, which is one website, but will be attended to by different server. That's what it is. Are you there?
Yes, Patrick.
I'm surprised that it's not showing.
Loading.
Are you sure you are copying the right DNS? The right? Are you sure it's the right load balancer?
Yeah.
Because I'm
Maybe
using that.
my network.
Can you send me the DNS link? Send it to me.
Yes, please.
Let me test the food so that you cook.
It's working now, Patrick.
Okay. So that is it. You see, this one is showing sub. So you can decide to be sending traffic. You know why it was sending traffic to one server? Because there's no load, you understand? But in case where there's so much load coming, instead of everybody hitting one server, it will be distributing the load to different server. But we don't know, we'll be thinking that we are using the same server, but we're actually using different server. This principle is what makes cloud resources more available and more stable and also more secure. So you can decide to be putting more server in a target group, and you understand. And when there's an issue, to move. What now happen if it's just only one server and the server goes bad? You're offline. What happened out of this or two server? Maybe one of them accidentally goes bad. What will happen? That one that is working will keep receiving traffic. You understand me? So instead of you going offline because one server goes off, one server will still be receiving traffic. You understand? You can see server one and server two. So I think, and interestingly, you'll be able to access the private server, which you cannot access on the normal day without the help of a load balancer. This is work of a load balancer. What people do is that the load balancer, they will not attach it to a DNS name, which like or like kunle.com or like dollypop.com, and your website will be here. So in our next class, we're going to quickly just rush autoscaler, put a live website here, a real life website here. So we'll just copy one HTML file. Then possibly, I'm going to give you an assignment. All of you are going to install a LAMP application. I'll tell you the meaning of a LAMP application. You understand? So that's all. It was nice. Hope we learned something today. Yeah.
Yes, it was very insightful. I mean, and a lot to practice.
Okay, please, can you stop sharing your screen?
Yeah,
Let me
sure.
just do the close up. So I hope we can go and practice. Don't go home and say, after all the classes and it's the next week. No, please go and practice. Please go and practice. Well, this week was really a lot. We learned a lot this week. Please, so go and practice. This is what is remaining that we didn't do this week, which is auto scaling, and you guys can do it because I've already explained to you how to do it. This is what you do. You have to do this one yourself. Create that VM that you created, that you put server one. Create a custom image out of it. Create, just go to autoscaler. Autoscaling is also under EC2. Create a custom image, create a storage, and use it. We can do this, it would be great for us. And we did this one today. We did this one, we did this. We did this, and we have this, have we? So we did this one. So this week was awesome. So next week we'll continue. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for your time. And welcome. Thank you. And this is Cloud Training for Enthusiasts. Yeah, your dream to cloud failing out comes true. I'm your pilot again, Osafame Patrick Agbogo. See you next week. Bye. Bye-bye. Sleep well.
Thank you. Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.